morning, everybody. Good morning. Good to see everybody here. Before we get started, is there anyone here for the first time? One person? Okay, well, welcome, special welcome, and we do have a gift bag for you. And glad to have you with us. Today, we're very pleased to have Lisa Ferraro with us. Lisa is founder of Soul Call Global, and she's going to be our speaker today. Her title is The Art of Remembrance.
Hey, Lisa! Thank you.
Trying to be so formal. Okay, you'll have a chance to applaud a lot more, because in addition to that, she's a wonderful singer, songwriter, and she's going to be doing our music today. And if that isn't enough, this afternoon we're going to be having a workshop that Lisa will facilitate called The Art of Remembrance. And a little bit about that. Workshop participants are invited to practice the presence, release energies and ideas that have served their usefulness, awaken joy, welcome bliss, basically practice everything that she's going to talk to us about in the morning. And like all our workshops, this will be offered on a donation basis. Everybody is welcome to attend, and I hope many of you come and listen to her. So 3 things she's doing today. You've got a full house. Thank you for coming.
My pleasure. Thank you.
We're also very thankful to everybody who's been here and contributes to this ministry, both here and online, for joining us today, supporting the ministry, whether it's by PayPal, our website, which is unitydelawareohio.org, or in the offering baskets, and we are very grateful. One other announcement, this Tuesday, August 4th, the Unity's Women Group will be meeting as usual at 12:30 at Scrambler's Restaurant. That's right down the road. And it's a wonderful group of women. There's always an enriching conversation, or so I'm told. And newcomers are always welcome to join. And if you have any questions about this, see Linda, and she'll fill you in on it. As always, we start with prayer, holding the highest in mind and heart for ourselves, each other, our communities, and the world. And remember, if you have any specific prayer requests, personal requests, just go to our website. You can submit a prayer request from the tab on our website, unitydelawareohio.org. So now Lisa will lead us into prayer with a song.
So sacred, so secret, so precious, this love. So sacred, so secret, so precious, this love. So sacred, so sacred, so secret, so secret, so precious, so precious, this love, so sacred, so sacred, so secret, so precious, this love I will share, 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 I will share this love, this love, this love, so sacred, so secret, so precious, this love, so sacred, so secret, so precious, this love. O infinite divine beloved, awaken our hearts, inspire our consciousness, that we may always remember that it is you, the divine, who is thinking, speaking, moving through us, as we offer ourselves back to the infinite, as a divine sacred expression of love, peace, and bliss. And in this moment, let us collectively unite our highest vibration of love and light and direct it towards all those who have requested prayers, whether they're in this room or joining us on the World Wide Web. And may that World Wide Web be woven as the fabric of love and light. All of those who are in need of healing of body, mind, spirit, praying for peace within ourselves as peace begins with us. May we be expressions of divine peace and awaken that consciousness. Everywhere we are placed, may we be working in the spirit of divine remembrance. May we be the art that inspires the science to effect positive change. And that begins with me. May all have that which they need each day, which sustains and reminds that the infinite is in fact always with us, right there within. Om Shanti. Peace. Amen. I will share. 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 I will share this love. So sacred, so secret, so precious, this love. So sacred, so secret, so precious, this love. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. It is indeed a privilege to be here with you. And in keeping with the, we're going to start right off the bat with a song that's going to go perfectly into the talk this morning, The Art of Divine Remembrance. You might recognize this. I learned something today. I know this song because it was written by the great Billie Holiday. But who's the other one?
Blood, Sweat, and Tears.
Blood, Sweat, and Tears did this. I didn't know it. Anybody guess what it is? You'll know it in a second. Here we go. Money, and you got lots of friends waiting all around your door. But when it's gone and the spending ends, they don't come no more. Them that's got shall get, them that's not shall lose. So the Bible says, and it still is news. And your mama may have, and your papa may have, but God bless the child that's got his own. Got his own. Yes, the strong get more, while the weak one Empty pockets never make the grade. And your mama may have, and your papa may have, but God bless the child that's got her own, who's got her own. 'Cause money, you've got lots of friends waiting outside your door. But when it's gone in the spending years, when your friends don't come around no more, rich relations give a crust of bread and such. You can help yourself, but don't you take too much. Mama may have, and Papa may have, but God bless the child who's got their own, who has got their own, who has got their own. God bless the children, we have all got our own. Got our own. Thank you, Michael. So, that song by Billie Holiday, God Bless the Child, for those who are keeping score at home, always puzzled me a little bit. It sounded a little bit, did it sound a little mean-spirited, or just kind of like, why would the people who already have more get more? And those that don't have any get that taken away from them too. It always used to confuse me when I was a child, and that would come up. And it was in the Gospel of Luke and in Matthew. And the way it's written in the Bible is, for everyone who has more will be given, and they will have an abundance. Whoever does not have, even what they have will be taken away from them. So it kind of, does that sound a little like, I don't get it? But what Jesus is saying here is, it's kind of more about the use it or lose it principle. So think about this. Now, the talk title for today is The Art of Divine Remembrance, and the subtitle was, clearing away the veils of duality. So, in this world, which we definitely are participating in, the time-space continuum, there's definitely duality. There's cause and effect. How many of you are baseball fans? I'm the only one. Okay, without positive, negative charge, without the pitcher and the catcher, there's no game. So without something coming into play, we can't even realize how powerful we are unless something comes towards us that helps us pull it forth from within. So how this, them that's got shall get, those that not shall lose. What does that mean? Think about in the world of duality, maybe go back to when you were a little child. You might have had an ability to do something, and somebody saw it and said, you're really good at that, you should pursue that. Them that's got shall get more. On the land of duality, we recognize somebody's gifts. And we say, yeah, try that. You should keep going in that direction. And if you don't have so much of that, that'll be gone too, because nobody's really going to push you in the direction of, like, if you're not a great singer or something like that, or think of something, like what? Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Like, if you, baseball player, if you're a gifted athlete or a dancer, you just have that thing. They'll try to push you toward it, or just give you opportunities to grow that thing. But if it looks like you're in there trying to sing and dance and play ball and that's just not your thing, what's most likely going to happen? Hey, maybe you should try the arts. Or no offense to anyone, or become an engineer. No offense. We need engineers, but it's all of this kind of thing. So what's the point then? And even if you're really gifted with something, like I love to sing, but if I don't sing for a whole month, I can tell. And if I don't sing for a year, Michael's shaking his head. It's like, if you don't play every day, and then you get behind your instrument, or you put it in your hands, or whatever it is you're doing, you could feel the difference. Maybe you swim.
haven't hit the water in a long time, or you ski, haven't downhill skied in a while, cross-country skied. It takes a minute for it to come back. And if you don't do it for a long time, the use it or lose it principle. So what Jesus was trying to say, Master Teacher Jesus, was it's more about like a sacred and a spiritual receptivity. A spiritual receptivity to help us to remember, to tune in to the thing that knows how to do all of it. Even if you're a master at something. Who is master standing before the infinite that created all of it? Not many. I don't know one. I think we're all here to stay in tune with the divine consciousness and allow it to play through us, to live through us, to be through us, and try to not be so perfect. As they say, in the beginner's mind, there's possibility. To the expert's mind, there's one way of doing it. Right? There's one way of doing it. So if you participate with your skill, your ability grows. That which you participate with. There was a great cellist, one of the world's greatest cellists of all time, Pablo Casals. And Pablo Casals used to practice the cello 4 hours a day. And during an interview, the interviewer asked him, Pablo Casals, you're the greatest cellist in the world. Why do you practice 4 hours a day? And his response was, because I believe I am making progress. So if we sit with the infinite, with whatever our passion is, it will use that as the path to your divine remembrance of what you're capable of, the nuance, the subtle nuance. When you hear somebody like a Pinka Zuckerman playing, the violin, just one note. I got to see him one time live so far, but I'm trying to see him again. He's the world's greatest violinist. And he just played one note across his bow, Zellerbach Auditorium at Berkeley. This is years ago now. And I started crying. It was exquisite. You're exquisite, just as who you are. As nobody else can play the universe the way your divine instrument does. Do you believe that? Did you feel that when you woke up this morning? Okay, well that's why you're here. So, and that's what the workshop's going to be about. We're actually going to play. It's not really going to be a workshop. We're just going to play with ideas of how to remember and how to stay in tune, how to always be practicing in tune. Many years ago, I put music to the poetry of the 13th century mystic Jalaluddin Rumi. And one of the things we got the privilege to do was be on tour in Turkey for like 3 weeks, going to all of these, they're called tekiyas. They're teaching places where you learn Sufism. And they would do the Sufis' dance of remembrance, is what it's called. It is called a zikr, Z-I-K-R. And for most of it, you're moving in a circle and you're bowing to the left, bowing to the right, but you yourself are the thresholds between the duality. This world, that world, this world, that world. And you're going like this, and you're saying, Allahu, Allahu. And all that means is God alone. God alone. It's in every faith tradition. It tries to get us back to the one. And it's found in silence mostly, but then we get to express it in this beautiful land of duality. We get to play with the infinite. It gets to play with us in a particular way. So it's the use it or lose it principle. And by that I mean, remember how to play with things you don't know. So many years ago now, when I was in junior high school, I would hang out a lot with my friend Billy Mancini. And his mom was always baking something in the kitchen. We would be out all day doing things, and we'd go over to the house. Lisa, come on, sit here, I want you to try something. Like, okay, what is it? And what I love about Rosemary was she was always experimenting with things, because if you're gonna bake a cake, now I'm gonna direct this to Candy or anybody else who cooks or bakes, there are a couple different ways to do this. Most of the time, you'll find a recipe, and then you'll go to your pantry with the recipe and look and see if you've got the ingredients. And if not, what would you do next? Go to the store and get them? Okay. Not Rosemary. Rosemary would just get it that she's going to make a cake and just start. And if she didn't have the thing that she needed, she would get something that actually looked like the thing, or maybe smelled like the thing. and put that in there. So you never knew. It was always a surprise cake with rosemary. And once she was trying to make something that was supposed to have nutmeg, and I'm like, I'm not tasting the nutmeg. That's because I didn't have it. I just put cinnamon in there instead. And I was like, well, this tastes really good. So one day I walked into the dining room, and she sets this slice of cake in front of me. And I looked at it, and I said, Rosemary, what is this? And she said, it's a pineapple upside down cake. And I said, okay, except there are peaches on the top of it. Like, she goes, well, I didn't have pineapples, so I just put peaches on the top. And I said, well, then is a peach upside down cake? And she said, no, because in the batter, I had some pineapple juice left over from something I made yesterday. So I put the pineapple juice in the batter, so the batter tastes like pineapple. I said, so we have a pineapple-flavored peach upside-down cake. She said, yes, that's it. I said, great, you just invented something brand new. And it was delicious. It was really, really good. The point is, in the world of, Betty Crocker's, be a Rosemary. Why? Because nothing stopped her. She wasn't looking for perfection. She wanted a cake, and she didn't want to go to the store, and she didn't want to have to do it exactly the way. She trusted that whatever she was going to whip together, not going to hurt anybody, might not taste exactly like what she thought it was going to taste like, but it was always an epic and joyful experiment. But if we wait until conditions of the land of duality are in perfect alignment, and we have everything in place, and we've got all the right ingredients, and in our minds, think the right ingredients, that might not even be it. How many times do we hold ourselves back because we're waiting for a certain thing to show up or become ready? We're not ready. What's ready? Just do it. That's what the call is. The art of divine remembrance is just start the walk, start the journey, and the rest of the information will fill in a very unique and special way, just for you. It will be your whisper from the heart of the infinite, just for you. Now, as I'm saying this, I am pretty certain that most of you are probably remembering a time when you did just that. You just started a thing, and it worked out, and you're all still here, so nothing really horrible happened. When do we forget to just play? When we become expert. There was an interviewer, many years now, who was interviewing Thomas Edison. Many of you have heard the story about how many times Thomas Edison made a mistake. It's like somewhere it's between like 1,000 and 10,000. I've seen it up that high. And the interviewer asked him, how did it feel to fail at the light bulb 1,000 times? And he said, I didn't fail 1,000 times. The light bulb was an invention of 1,000 steps. Baking the cake of your consciousness. It's 1,000 steps. Maybe it's 100 sometimes. Maybe it's just one step. And I think in spiritual practice, now as someone who's been a meditator for a long time, I think that life keeps removing the veils of self-discovery for us. That's what I mean by the veils of duality. The things that our circumstances created for us while we were growing up, growing out, moving in, moving out, doing all the things we do. Some of that is really positive and necessary to maintain our organism through time-space. Like, so if you got burned on something once, you know not to do that again. If something doesn't taste very good to you, you won't eat it again, but you'll eat something else. So all of these things in developmental psychology, that's all very necessary to connect yourself to the planet you live on and to find the joy in the moment. Well, what happens when it becomes so specialized and so specific that we almost start to believe that we're in control of the events? I see some smiles, like, not me. When we believe that we are solely in control of the events, that's when it starts to get interesting, because then the veils have to show us, yeah, remember this, remember that. We're really not in control. There was another Sufi teacher, Llewellyn Von Lee was his name, and in one of the classes, we were going around the room and people were talking about the challenges, and the one gentleman said, because I like to be in control. And Llewellyn just burst out laughing. And he said, he thinks he's in control. And then we all started laughing. It's like, wow, that is kind of... So what can we be in control of? Is there anything we can be in control of here? Anyone? Whether or not you shout out an answer, you're in control right now. Anyone? Serious? Control of our minds, that's a great start. And then what? That is like the stepping stone.
What we focus on.
Exactly. Who said that? Yes, what we focus on. So harnessing control of the mind, and then what we focus on. There's a really brilliant image in the Bhagavad Gita of Lord Krishna, and there's a 5-pointed star, the star of the east, what Jesus was talking about, the intuition, when you follow the star of the east in the middle of your forehead in meditation. But there's Lord Krishna in the chariot of sky, which is the body as it moves through time-space, and he's holding the reins on 5 horses, and those horses are the senses. If you can harness control of the senses and direct with your willpower, your consciousness, to maintaining divine remembrance of your connection to Source at all times, no matter what the world of duality is throwing up, on the screen of your consciousness, you could say, I'm always connected, I am divinely guided. That makes sense? That is what we have control over. We can control how we respond to a situation. If we're still in a reaction mode to a situation, that is a veil we need to explore. Jungian psychology would tell you that, like if there's the shadow work people do, something that comes up that makes you uncomfortable, if you just sit with that for a minute, put your mind and your consciousness first connected to the infinite and ask, Rumi would say, invite an unwanted visitor in and ask it, what are you here to show me? What do I need to know? Everything then becomes a sacred gift. And you got to be careful, because when we start saying, you got to really mean it, is what I mean. Don't be so careful as to mean what you say, because your words do have energy and they definitely manifest things, depending on the power of your will behind it. Sometimes we half pray. Do you know when you're half praying and when you're not? Half praying, half saying. We know when we're doing that. And are we really fooling ourselves? Most often we're not. But when you say a thing, and you can actually make it happen, that's a very interesting place to be. Because then you're more conscious of the contents of your heart. What do I really want? What am I doing? What do I really want to do? And so, that's the power of that. If you have faith the size of a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, remove, be moved. I tried that the other day. I was stuck on 315. I was like telling the other traffic, be moved. And I sat there for literally 20 minutes until I moved, and turned around and went the other way. That wasn't it. But there were other times where I needed something to happen, and I was half believing that the traffic was going to move, but I thought I'll just try it and see what happens. That's not how you're going to get, you got to know. You got to know with all your heart, soul, strength, and mind, all your might. You've got to possess your might. With all your heart, you've got to know the contents of your heart. All your soul, sit with your soul in silence, and all your mind. It'll take some time to know those things where you've got to possess them before you can offer them. Meditation, sitting on the mat. So I thought, okay, maybe if I meditated an extra hour this morning, I could have moved the traffic. I don't know, but I was half praying, half saying. And even if you start, you have to continue. I think that's kind of the fallacy on the spiritual path sometimes. When we start a spiritual practice, there's the idea that you'll get to a point where nothing in the world will bother you ever again. Yeah, Michael's laughing. That's not the goal. The goal is this world, the veils of duality, removing them is simply a matter of, this is not real, I am real, and I am not going to react to this thing anymore, but I can respond with poise and grace because I recognized, I sat with that before, and I know this is not what's happening now. That's something that happened a long time ago, and I need to let it go. And no one can tell you what that is. We have to discover it for ourselves. It's different for everyone. But that's the art of divine remembrance, is that sacred connection to that which we'll share with you. All the things, all of the secrets of the universe, starting with the ones within your own soul, which is the divine universe. It's all the same. So I want to share one of my favorite poems by David Wagner, Wagner. David Wagner. It's called Lost. You familiar with this one? Maybe you can close your eyes and we'll go right into a prayer after this, I think. Stand still. The trees ahead and the bushes beside you are not lost. Wherever you are is called here. And you must treat it as a powerful stranger. You must ask permission to know it and be known. The forest breathes. Listen, it answers. They've made this place around you. If you leave it, you may come back again, saying, here. No two trees are the same to the raven. No two branches are the same to the wren. If what a tree or a bush does is lost on you, you are surely lost. Stand still. The forest knows where you are. You must let it find you. The forest knows where you are. You must let it find you. Now let's take this into prayer. I'm going to use a prayer inspired by the poetry of the lyrics of Rumi. They're lyrics now because they're put to music, but it was poetry. It's called, Come to the root of yourself. Don't go away. Come near. Don't be faithless. Find courage in the fear. Come to the root of yourself. Love is a stranger with a language rarely understood, at home amidst danger. Come to the root of yourself. Open your hidden eyes. You are the seal on a treasure, and you're a diamond mine. Come to the root of yourself. You've come from the presence of the friend, a little drunk but gentle, and stealing our hearts with that look so full of fire. Come to the root of yourself. Surely we met before the beginning of time. The table was set. Glory, glory, what a rare wine. Don't go back to sleep. Om. Peace, Shanti. Amen. And remember, in a world of Betty Crockers, who do you want to be? Be a Rosemary. Thank you. Are we singing again?
Yes. Well, you're singing, I'm playing.
Yeah, I'm singing here. You're not singing. You're singing. I think
I sing a lot, but not today.
not today. It's too early. Your voice kicks in around 10 p.m., right?
Well,
Michael, how about, let's hear it from Michael. He's fantastic, and he plays all around the city. You've probably seen him around. The song we're going to sing is to remind and inspire that nothing can dim that light that shines within you. And this is a lyric inspired by the poetry of Dr. Maya Angelou. And I put this to music on the day she transitioned some years ago. You'll catch it right away and then sing. You can clap your hands. Nothing can dim this light that shines from within. Nothing can dim this light that shines from within. Nothing can dim this light that shines from within. Light that shines from within. We'll try it. Nothing can dim. That's the whole thing. This light that shines from within. Nothing can dim. This light that shines from within. Nothing can dim. This light that shines from
light that shines from within. Nothing can dim this light that shines from within. Nothing can dim this light that shines from within. Nothing can dim this light that shines from within. Light that shines from within. Light that shines, light that shines, light that shines from within. Oh, one more time if you're still singing. Light that shines, light that shines from within.
Wow. That was beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for your words. There were a lot of thoughts in there, so I'm a lot to think about today. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. And we want to thank Michael, who's also wearing a couple of hats today, audio, visual, and music. We want to say thank you to everybody who's provided refreshments today. I think Linda spearheaded it, but I saw Candy back there and Barb. And who am I leaving out? Who? Linda Hill. Thank you all. Okay. And an extra thank you for those, again, who provide tithes, donations to us by PayPal, church website, or the offering basket. This keeps our ministry going. Once again, a reminder, after the service today, we're going to go back, have our refreshments, and then about 11:45, we'll start the workshop, or non-workshop, as you described it. Play shop.
Whatever it is we're doing, I'm not sure.
Okay. On meditation, the Art of Remembrance, and it's a wonderful opportunity to deepen our meditation practice. It's on a donation basis, and everybody here is welcome to attend. So just come on back here around 11:45. Another announcement recap: on Tuesday, August 4th, the Unity Women's Lunch Group will meet at Scramblers Restaurant, and newcomers are always welcome there. Any other announcements? Okay, well, this is the first Sunday of the month where we recognize celebrations. Anybody have any anniversary? Come on up here.
Lisa, get up there. It's your birthday month.
Oh, God.
Busted.
You thought I forgot.
Chris, come on up.
That's
Birthday?
funny.
I know.
Okay. Anyone else? Anything to celebrate? Okay.
reminding people